are coming hot off the heels of another amazing pay-per-view, ladies and gentlemen. We are coming live here in Tampa, Florida. This is NXT, and ladies and gentlemen, if you missed NXT TakeOver Phoenix, that was one hell of a pay-per-view. We are going to show some clips right now of the main event. It was NXT champion and Shield member Dean Ambrose having an open challenge. He issued this open challenge to just not anybody on the NXT roster, but anybody in the professional wrestling world. And who would answer that open challenge? It would be none other than the self-professed bastard himself, the man that gravity forgot, Pac, the Dream Gate champion from the Dragon Gate promotion over in Japan. These two men would put on one hell of a classic bout. Pac resorting to that well-known aerial assault that he has been known for across the world, across all different sorts of promotions. Pac would take it right to the NXT champion, even hitting an acai moonsault to the outside, landing square flush on the NXT champion. Though Dean Ambrose would try to get back into the match, though Pac would thwart his attempts with a flurry of offense, including hitting multiple reverse Ranas, though Dean Ambrose would prove exactly why he is the NXT champion. This right here, he hit the end game, and Pac, in the end, would go for the Black Arrow, that finishing maneuver that he has put away so many opponents with. Though Dean Ambrose would get the knees up, Dean Ambrose would then hook in Pac for not one, but two dirty deeds and go for the pinfall attempt. Dean Ambrose would retain the NXT championship, but after the match, Dean Ambrose would attack Pac, and then the lights would go down in the arena, and who would appear? None other than the man that Dean Ambrose took the NXT championship from. I'm talking about Aleister Black, and he would hit Dean Ambrose with the Black Mass, knocking out the NXT champion and leaving his mark on Dean Ambrose. There is going to be hell to pay when Aleister Black faces Dean Ambrose for the NXT championship. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, it is just about time for our first bit of action here this week on NXT TV. We saw Sin Cara and Kalisto in the ring already. These three men, they are not exactly in the happiest of moods. We see Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns right there, the World Tag Team Champions. Interestingly enough, Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins did not defend their World Tag Team Championships this past Sunday at TakeOver Phoenix. You know, they're not exactly in the happiest of moods about that, but then again, these three gentlemen are never exactly in the happiest of moods. Dean Ambrose, especially after the footage that we just saw, suffering a black mass at the hands of Aleister Black at TakeOver Phoenix. And I mentioned that there will be hell to pay for Dean Ambrose for his actions towards Aleister Black these last few months, especially with the way that he won the NXT Championship back at TakeOver Brooklyn at the hands of interference from Shield members Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. And with the way Dean Ambrose retained that NXT Championship last month at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, and could there be hell to pay for Aleister Black after dishing up that black mass to Dean Ambrose? And if I know Dean Ambrose, if I know the Shield, they are not going to let that slide very easily. And we're just about set to get our first bit of action, our first contest this week on NXT underway, ladies and gentlemen. The referee signals for the bell, and here we go. And Seth Rollins right out the gate takes it right to Kalisto, takes him down. This is what I was saying earlier. Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and Dean Ambrose not in the best of moods. They've had a terrible week, really, you would have to say. This last week, really. Seth Rollins drops Kalisto across the top rope. And now Rollins looks right at Sin Cara and takes a cheap shot, taking him off the apron. And the crowd here in Tampa did not like that one bit. As Seth Rollins going to send Kalisto into his corner. Tag. In comes the juggernaut of the Shield. Roman Reigns and heels off the ropes with a big boot right to the face of Kalisto. Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins taking it right to Sin Cara and Kalisto. They are not playing around in this matchup. Crucifix bomb at the hands of the juggernaut. Roman Reigns wants Sin Cara, or Kalisto rather, excuse me, back up to his feet. He is not in a happy mood, I have to say. Roman Reigns, I believe, is going to be one of the big deals here in NXT. But then again, you have to say that about any of the members here of the Shield. And now Seth Rollins takes down Kalisto with a reverse Rana. The Shield are not playing games here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Seth Rollins just gonna send Kalisto right into his corner. Seth Rollins actually allowing Sin Cara to tag into this match, and Sin Cara gonna take it right to Seth Rollins, though. Seth Rollins gonna shut down any bit of momentum that Sin Cara was trying to build. Snap suplex right there from the Architect. Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns taking it right to these two young men that we have seen thus far in this match. We haven't seen that much of Sin Cara or Kalisto here so far in Season 2. Teardrop suplex right there from Sin Cara. Drops Seth Rollins. And now Sin Cara up to the top turnbuckle. What could he be looking for here? High risk, will it pay off? No, it does not. Seth Rollins moved out of the way at the last minute. At the very last minute, Seth Rollins got out of the way. Falcon Arrow from Rollins. Falcon Arrow from Rollins drops Sin Cara. Now Irish Whip from Seth Rollins, going to send Sin Cara into the turnbuckle. Shot right there from Rollins. Now he's going to go up, going to deliver some punches right to the face though. Sin Cara going to shut him off. And now Sin Cara takes down Seth Rollins. Running head scissor takedown takes down Seth Rollins. Now Irish Whip going to send Seth Rollins into the corner, though. Seth Rollins managed to evade any tag team maneuver that Sin Cara and Kalisto may have been looking to execute. Now Seth Rollins just going to send Sin Cara out onto the apron, and now just take him off the apron. The Shield is in control of this matchup. And now Seth Rollins looking to get a cheap shot in on Kalisto, though Kalisto saw it coming though. And Seth Rollins is looking for another cheap shot. And now Sin Cara back into the ring. German suplex right there with the arm behind the back from Sin Cara. Now Irish Whip into the corner from Sin Cara. Now tag, in comes Kalisto. And now Kalisto and Seth Rollins going to look to work over the arm of Seth Rollins. On behalf of the tag team champions, Dragon suplex. No, Seth Rollins uses strength to fight out of it. And now Seth Rollins has on hook. Seth Walker right there from Seth Rollins. The Seth Walker just dropped Kalisto in the center of the ring. The tag, in comes Roman Reigns once again. Reigns off the ropes. Big boot once again from Roman. And now Roman Reigns, much like Seth Rollins before, gonna allow Sin Cara to tag into this match, though to no avail. Uranagi right there from Roman Reigns. Uranagi from Roman Reigns just drops Sin Cara. And now Roman Reigns, much like he did earlier with Kalisto, crucifix powerbomb. And interestingly enough, neither member of the Shield, Roman Reigns or Seth Rollins, has gone for pinfall in this matchup. They just want to dish out punishment on Sin Cara and Kalisto. Kick to the midsection right there from Roman Reigns. And now Reigns takes him down with a right Russian leg sweep. And now Reigns wants Sin Cara back up to his feet. What could he be looking for here? Big boot right there from Reigns. Drops Sin Cara. And now Roman Reigns, he's begging. He's pleading for Sin Cara to get back up to his feet. Standing right in between Sin Cara and his tag partner. Almost teasing him, saying, there's your partner. Go tag in. And now Roman Reigns looks dead in the face of Kalisto, saying, this is your partner. Forearm strike, kick to the midsection from Reigns. And now Reigns off the ropes. Rainstorm punch right there from Roman Reigns. Rainstorm punch drops Sin Cara where he stood. And now Reigns gonna send Sin Cara into his corner tag. In comes the Architect. And Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns working over the arm of Sin Cara. Reverse Rana once again from Seth Rollins. Reverse Rana drops Sin Cara. Kick to the midsection from Seth Rollins. Rollins off the ropes. Blackout curb stomp. Blackout curb stomp from Seth Rollins. And Seth Rollins goes right over to the corner. I'll send Cara and Kalisto on a cheap shot. Takes Kalisto right off the apron. And now tag. In comes Roman Reigns. We just saw the Rainstorm punch. We just saw the blackout curb stomp from Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. And now Reigns waiting for Sin Cara to get back up to his feet before he drops him with a spear. Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins are victorious here tonight on NXT. And here we have just a few of the highlights, ladies and gentlemen. The Shield came into this match with one thing on their mind, and that was to devastate their opponents, and I would have to say that they absolutely lived up to that in this matchup. They proved why they are the World Tag Team Champions. And Dean Ambrose, interestingly enough, did not get involved in this matchup, ladies and gentlemen, which I do have to say, that is very, very much surprising. These three men call themselves the Hounds of Justice.
Here are your winners, Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns.
They call themselves the Hounds of Justice. And just like any hounds, these three hounds run in a pack, ladies and gentlemen. They run NXT. They have all the championship gold, but right now, ladies and gentlemen, we want to take you to the main event of next week's show. It is the fourth match in the best of 5 series. Roderick Strong is currently up 2-1 in this best of 5 series. We are going to find out next week, ladies and gentlemen. Will this be the final match? Can Roderick Strong get that third fall, or will Adam Cole be able to even it up at 2-2? We will find out next week on NXT. We thank you all so much for joining us here this week once again, ladies and gentlemen. And it is just about that time. It is main event time this week on NXT.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Lucerne, Switzerland, weighing in at 232 pounds, Cesaro.
I have to say, ladies and gentlemen, this man Cesaro is not the same Cesaro from just a few months ago. It really turned around, I have to say, at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, where Cesaro was involved in that fatal 4-way match for the North American Championship. It was then NXT North American Champion Kevin Owens facing off against a debuting Johnny Gargano, the Swiss Superman Cesaro, and the returning Ricochet for the North American Championship. And in that matchup, I suppose Cesaro feels that it was Johnny Gargano that cost him the North American Championships, but more on that in just a moment as we send it to judgment.
And his opponent from Cleveland, Ohio, weighing in at 199 pounds, Johnny Gargano.
I suppose Cesaro really feels that Johnny Gargano cost him that NXT North American Championship and cost him that matchup, which is why we saw just a few weeks ago here on NXT TV that it was Cesaro that attacked Johnny Gargano in the backstage area, ramming his back and his head into that TV set. And Johnny Gargano is going to look to get a little bit of retribution here tonight on the main event of NXT. Ladies and gentlemen, we are just about set to get the main event underway. We thank you all once again so much for joining us once again here on NXT. We certainly hope that you have enjoyed the show. We certainly hope that you have enjoyed your day thus far, and what better way to end it than with some good old-fashioned NXT wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go, ladies and gents. Cesaro, Johnny Gargano, and the referee signals for the bell. And here we go. Both these men tie up in the center of the ring with the collar and elbow. And there's Cesaro going with the go behind. He's got the better advantage. Takes down Johnny Gargano, does Antonio Cesaro. Cesaro has enough. Johnny Gargano stands up, standing switch from Gargano, now takes down Cesaro. And now it's Johnny Gargano. This is going to be clinical wrestling at its finest, ladies and gentlemen. Cesaro now has him in the side headlock. Just wrenches on the neck, does Antonio Cesaro as he takes him down to once again wrench on the neck, excuse me. Now it is Johnny Gargano. Cesaro now back up to his feet. Kick to the midsection right there from Johnny Gargano. Forearm strike stuns Cesaro in the corner, though Cesaro get the boot up. And a German suplex right there from Antonio Cesaro takes down Johnny Gargano. Shot right there from Cesaro stuns Johnny Gargano. Took him down to a knee, actually. And now Johnny Gargano Counter Cesaro, chop right there to the massive chest. Follows it up with a forearm strike. Follows it up with another one. And now snap suplex from Johnny. No. Cesaro. Knee right to the temple. And now Cesaro takes down Johnny Gargano with a cravat suplex. Both these men really going back and forth here in the early going of this matchup. Shot right there from Cesaro. And now a flurry of shots right there from Cesaro in the corner. And a European uppercut for good measure from Antonio Cesaro. Cesaro, you know he want to uncork a few European uppercuts in this matchup. Maybe give Johnny Gargano a European uppercut party. First pinfall of the matchup. Johnny Gargano got the shoulder up at one. Stomp right there to the upper body, like to the neck area of Johnny Gargano. Now Cesaro just gonna wrench on the neck of Johnny Gargano. This is your main event this week on NXT, ladies and gentlemen. But how about that main event next week? The fourth match in the best of 5 series between Adam Cole and Roderick Strong. Both those men vying for a chance for an opportunity at the NXT North American Championship at some point in time down the line. Though if you remember, Adam Cole is Mr. Money in the Bank, so he already has a main event matchup for the NXT Championship at some point in time whenever he chooses. Adam Cole could be a double champion here in NXT. Cesaro snaps off the suplex right there. Johnny Gargano got the shoulder up and one. Roderick Strong is currently up 2-1 in the best of 5 series, so next week could potentially be the final match in this best of 5 series. We are going to find out if Adam Cole cannot take it up 2-2. We are going to find out, so stay tuned to the channel. You are not going to want to miss next week's episode of NXT. Ladies and gentlemen, we are not done here in Tampa, Florida, not just yet, as Antonio Cesaro is going to look to wear down Johnny Gargano. Really going to take out the stamina, take out any bit of momentum, slow the pace up of the matchup down. That is smart strategy at the hands of Antonio Cesaro, though. Johnny Gargano back up to a vertical base. Kick right there to the midsection. And now Johnny Gargano goes up and over in a reverse cutter right there from Gargano. Takes down Antonio Cesaro. Gargano quickly into the pinfall. Only gets on 1 count, though. Does Johnny Wrestling. Irish whip right there from Gargano. And now he has him hooked. He's got him up on his shoulders. And oh my goodness! It's like a damn battering ram. He just drove Cesaro's face right into the second turnbuckle. And Gargano goes into the cover. Cesaro gets the shoulder up at 2. What a hell of a maneuver that was from Johnny Wrestling. It's like a long dart. Just drove Cesaro's face right into the turnbuckle. Cesaro stunned discus forearm strike right there from Gargano. And now Johnny goes out to the apron. He's been known to use that patented slingshot spear, though Cesaro saw it coming. Antonio Cesaro saw it coming. European uppercut. Caught him coming down with the European uppercut. Did Antonio Cesaro. And Johnny Gargano gets the shoulder up. Gargano got the shoulder up off the European uppercut. Antonio Cesaro just uncorked another European uppercut. And Cesaro now springboard European uppercut. It's a European uppercut party here in Tampa, Florida, as now Antonio Cesaro locks in the Boston Crab. He's just wrenching on the back. Could be setting up for the sharpshooter that we have seen Cesaro utilize in the past. He made Kevin Owens tap out to that very same maneuver just a few weeks ago. A number of weeks ago here on NXT TV. That was right before the TakeOver Brooklyn show. Now Gargano gonna send Antonio Cesaro out on the outside. Gargano, he's got that look in his eye. Gargano's on the move. Tope Suicida through the ropes. Tope Suicida takes out the Swiss Superman. You're damn right. This is awesome. This is NXT, ladies and gentlemen, and this is your main event. This is Johnny Gargano versus Antonio Cesaro. And now Gargano wants Cesaro back up to his feet. Referee has started his 20 count, though slingshot spear from Johnny Gargano takes out Cesaro. Now goes into the pinfall. Does Johnny Gargano, and Cesaro gets the shoulder up. What a hell of a main event this has been, ladies and gentlemen. And now Johnny Gargano gonna look to work over that arm of Cesaro and just wrenches on the arm. That could break an arm. That very easily could break an arm, and Johnny Gargano knows it. Gargano now drags him to the center of the ring. Modified camel clutch. He's got the arm trapped behind the leg. Does Johnny Gargano. What a hell of a submission maneuver this is. I don't even know what the hell to call this. I'll just call it a modified camel clutch. Doesn't matter what it is, though. Cesaro fought out of it. Now Cesaro stalking Johnny Gargano. Kick to the midsection from Cesaro. Now Irish whip gonna send Johnny Gargano into the corner. Was looking for another European uppercut, though Johnny Gargano saw it coming. Gargano had it well scouted. Now Gargano up to the top rope. Frog splash. Nobody home. Frog splash. Nobody home. Cesaro now wants to neutralize it, though Johnny saw it coming. Shot to the midsection from Johnny Gargano. Gargano now in the corner. What could he be looking for here? He's got him perched up on the top turnbuckle. What the hell is he looking for? Gargano's got bad intentions. Oh my God! A superplex to the outside. Holy, oh my God! Gargano with a superplex from the top turnbuckle to the outside. Gargano wants to take out Cesaro for his actions that we saw a number of weeks ago. Gargano now quickly into the pinfall attempt. Cesaro gets the shoulder up. Oh my goodness. Gargano running insecurity right there takes down Cesaro. Cesaro stunned. Gargano. Here comes Gargano. Clothesline takes down Cesaro. The comeback is on for Johnny Wrestling. He's got him stunned in the corner. Gargano has already beat Cesaro once before. Can he do it again here tonight on NXT? He's got him set on the top turnbuckle, though Cesaro saw it coming. Cesaro now going to send him off. Irish whip. Cesaro now slips the leg out. Gargano saw it coming, though. Gargano now going to send Cesaro into the corner. What could he be looking for here? He's going to spin him around. Maybe a back suplex. No, Johnny's going to think better of it. Spins him around the other way. Oh, he picks him up. He wants to use him as a long dart once again. He used him as a long dart, and oh my goodness. Cesaro has been busted open. Johnny Gargano goes into the cover, and Cesaro somehow managed to get the shoulder up. Cesaro's forehead clipped that exposed turnbuckle that's behind that padding. Cesaro has been busted open. And now Cesaro, Gargano gonna slide down the back. I'm studying over my words. Oh my goodness. That's how awesome a main event this is be. Rolling cutter right there from Gargano. And now Johnny up on the second rope. What's he looking for? Senton from Johnny Gargano. No water in the pool. And Cesaro catches him with a European uppercut. Cesaro quickly into the cover. Hooks the leg, does Cesaro. Gargano gets the shoulder up. Kick out from Gargano. Somehow, some way, Johnny Wrestling got the shoulder up. European uppercut from Cesaro. Shot right there from Antonio Cesaro. And now he's telling Johnny Gargano, bring it, European uppercut once again. And another European uppercut. This one takes Johnny Gargano off his feet. And now Gargano just trying to find his way back up to a vertical base. And now Cesaro picks him up on his shoulders, snake eyes. Almost giving Johnny Gargano a receipt for that long dart that we saw in the corner just a moment ago. Scoop slam right there from Johnny Gargano. And now Gargano gonna drag Antonio Cesaro out to the center of the ring. What's he looking for here? Oh, he's got the Gargano escape. He's got the Gargano escape. This very same maneuver tapped out Cesaro just about 2 weeks ago, right here on NXT TV. Can Cesaro somehow, some way fight out of the Gargano escape? Or will Cesaro be forced to tap out once again to Johnny Gargano? Oh, Cesaro fights out of the Gargano escape. Cesaro fights out of the Gargano escape. And now Cesaro, he's got him hooked. He's got him hooked. Delayed standing vertical suplex. No. Gargano drops him with a backdrop driver. Gargano just drops Cesaro on his neck with the backdrop driver. Gargano perched on the rope. Oh my God! Oh my God! Cesaro caught him coming down with the European uppercut. And that is all she wrote. That is all she wrote. I will be damned. Cesaro caught Johnny Gargano coming down with the European uppercut. I thought Johnny Gargano had that match in the bag, though he made one mistake, not capitalizing on that backdrop driver. He went up to the top turnbuckle. He went up to the high rank district, and it did not pay off one single bit. Cesaro caught him coming down with the European uppercut and effectively knocked out Johnny Wrestling. Oh my goodness. Well, Johnny Gargano suffered a flurry of European uppercuts in this matchup, but that one coming down off the top turnbuckle effectively was a knockout shot.
Here is your winner, Cesaro!
Oh my goodness, what a hell of a wrestling match these two gentlemen put on, ladies and gents. But coming your way next week, the fourth match in the Best of 5 series. Can Roderick Strong get the third fall and end this Best of 5? Or can Adam Cole, Mr. Money in the Bank, Adam Cole, take it up 2-2? We are going to find out next week. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for joining us on NXT.